100.
Hello, one and all. Welcome back. Oh wait, hold on. Thursday night here at iHarbatic Game. We are back here tonight in Fata Morgana. It is a visual novel, not the typical visual novel I think you've seen us play before in the past.
So far, it is in keeping with the theme that has
Yeah.
unfortunately been developed.
Well,
Within at least like the last 5 games played or something.
that's true.
I don't love it. It's about the only consistent.
There are some themes you may notice in the games I pick. But we started on this Tuesday night, right? Yeah, Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Brief disclaimer at the front. There's a trigger warning at the beginning of like blood and like I don't know.
It's like time travel, so they're saying there was like, I don't know, views of
old-timey views
that didn't reflect, or something. I don't remember the wording exactly.
If anything like that.
Concerned what slurs we'll be seeing.
I don't recall anything crazy.
Yeah.
But and that is also another disclaimer. I have played through the game. I know where the story goes, and one of the things I get the most fun out of when I share these games with Eric, seeing if he can manage to piece together the puzzle before we get to the end. And he's been pretty good at it. But I am going to go out on a limb here and say you probably not get it with this one. This one's
I'm comfortable with that reality. It's weird already, and I'm certain I can't tell what the hell's
yeah.
happening.
I noticed on
So
Tuesday night you were making a lot of the same kind of predictions that I made through
yeah,
my first time through.
and they were, I'm sure, very wrong.
But yeah, so we started on Tuesday night. We went through door one of the strange ass mansion that we don't know much about the departed, I think they call the person. Other than they woke up in a strange mansion, and they didn't know anything about themselves, but there was like a maid there who was like calling them master and was like, "Hey, I can help you remember who you are, but we got to go through the history of this mansion first." So then we went through door one, where we saw back in like the 1600s of a family called the Rhodes family who lived in the manor, and a brother and a sister who kind of had some Andy and Lele vibes going on to them. Spoiler alert at the end of that, the sister scalps, maybe even kills the mysterious white-haired girl, takes her
Yeah.
hair.
Final outcome unclear.
Yeah.
There. She's definitely got all of her hair though.
Yeah. But
Or at
without
least most.
yeah, so I think I'll just let the game continue to tell the story. I don't want to jump to ahead
Right,
of
I was gonna
things
say
here.
we were still at the, kind of at the,
Yeah,
the
end of
climax
that.
is probably not an ideal choice of word.
think I
but-
loaded the wrong.
Look what you did. Look what you
I got to
did.
go back to the main menu. Shoot. Hold on. I guess I should have inspected my memories instead of entering.
Look what
there's no
you
main.
have done.
Hold on.
I don't know. I have no clue.
I know I can get to a load screen here in just a second. Right down here. Father who art in heaven, kill all my enemies. Oh, there we go. Load. Most recent set. All right, here we go. I did have a question for you. Did you want me to? I know the maid does a lot of talking. Did you want to switch roles, or do you want to keep doing the maid?
That'll be all right. I should be all right for now, anyway. We'll see if I change my mind in the middle of the night.
All right. Here we go.
I'll let you know. But so far, I'll survive.
All right. End of door one. Oh, dearest Mel, here you are again, reading such hard books. Your eyes will go bad if you spend too long staring at pages.
I'll be fine, Melly. It's not like I'm reading 24 hours a day.
No, that's not good enough. If your eyes go bad, dearest Mel, you won't be able to see anymore.
You worry too much. I can see you fine and well, my princess. Your hair glimmering like the sun, and your beautiful smile. I can see you as clear as day, and that'll never change. Plus, the skies are clear today, so you're even more radiant than usual.
You know, this is my favorite season. Winter's cold and there's rain. I can't stand it. As it gets closer to my birthday, the clouds go. I just adore the sun.
Ah, yes, it's almost your birthday, isn't it? Have you decided what you're gonna ask Father for?
Not yet. I want pretty dolls and shoes with sparkling gems. And I also want a pretty dress like the one Mother wears.
Well, it's that long is asking a bit much, even for Father.
But, dearest Mel,
Hmm?
I already have what I want the most. Truth is, as long as I have that,
Oh, and what would that be? The hairpin they bought for you the other day. Or maybe the song they had written for you last year.
Parents had a song written for you.
Imagine.
None of
commissioning a
that,
song.
dearest Mel.
Huh. And what could it be? No, I'm really curious. What is it that's so valuable to you?
That's a secret.
Girls have so many secrets. I just don't know what to do.
Say, dearest Mel, you run your fingers through my hair?
For a little bit.
Oh,
Hmm. That was a weird flash. What's gotten into you, Nelly? Why are you so hungry for attention all of a sudden?
Is there a smell?
Yeah. Oh, Nelly. What am I gonna do with you? Come over here.
And I want to sit in your lap.
Yes, yes, as you wish, my beautiful, beautiful little princess.
Say, there a smell?
What is it this time, Nelly?
Right now, I'm so incredibly happy.
Oh, when? Wait, who do you
I don't
think
know.
it's the maid? Okay. Oh, and out of curiosity,
Thought he was a painter.
yeah, probably.
Who was it that you really cared?
Or wait, no, that was
Oh.
Mel. I think
Oh.
asking Nelly.
Oh, yeah.
I'm guessing. I'm not sure. In a fevered frenzy, Mel fled from the mansion. Even in early summer, the night was cold. And to make matters worse, raindrops pelted him from head to toe. But that caused him little discomfort for a far greater maelstrom of pain rampaged within his breast. At night, the town took on a different appearance. Not simply for the lack of illumination, but the people active within it as well. It was not a suitable place for an aristocratic young man to go wandering unattended. The darkness is not only the abode of devils, but beggars, thieves, criminals, and all manner of things undesirable. But despite that, he continued to run, knowing not where he was to head. He simply went where his feet took him. And where he arrived was the church.
My favorite character.
Father! Father! God should be able to offer me counsel. Answer all my questions. About that painting, about her, and about Nelly's feelings. Not her lies, but the truth. Please, open the door. Open the door! But, as you might expect, the door was locked, and the priest showed no sign of responding to his calls. Ruh-roh. The sound of the pouring rain drowned out everything else. His head dropped feebly. He looked like a helpless little calf who had wandered alone onto a dark, precarious mountain path with no end in sight. Why? Why won't anyone tell me the truth? All I want is for someone to tell me it's not true. Have I sinned? No, I didn't know anything. I don't think that'll hold up in court. I didn't know. No, none of it's true, so I haven't done anything wrong. I'm not at fault, am I? Nevertheless, his sister's claims and her laughs continued to echo within his head. If he truly believed it to be false, he would have gone to look at the painting. That he could not was an indication that uncertainty had a stronger grip on him. Fragmented images of a white-haired painter fluttered through the back of his mind, but he desperately shoved them aside. What good is the church? What good is theology? What good is God? What? Something moved near the boy. It stood immediately behind him and grasped his light dressing gown. He had been so consumed in his own world that he had not noticed the person's presence until they were close enough to touch him. What? Who are you? Standing there was a beggar dressed in tattered rags. Ah, yes. He's still begging at the church? Is it the painter? Is he gonna have white hair? The hooded beggar tentatively extended his hand toward Mel, pleading for relief with sad, slender fingers. Were he a generous young man, Mo would have given the beggar something. Were he generous? Of course.
Lord!
Get your filthy hands off me. I don't have a damn thing to give you right now. Don't you dare touch me. Suddenly, the beggar's head turned upward. My eyes catch the beggar's. Her hood fell back, revealing a hairless head.
Oh.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. I didn't expect that.
Forgot to.
Why? A pair of red eyes gazing bitterly, though with a familiar, distinctive glimmer at Mel. Red eyes. She immediately covered her face and turned to run. It can't be. The beggar that's always been here was it? You said yourself that they would not survive much longer. How could you be certain she was the same beggar? Wait for me. Perhaps, as someone of such high social standing, all beggars appeared the same to you? Or perhaps you wanted to believe your meager generosity made a difference, that you did something of value. I will not say it is wrong to think so. Wait for me. I chase after the fleeing girl. Does seem like because she's saying you now,
Yeah, it's interesting.
describing the stuff that Mel's doing. So I don't know if that means that's who the departed is or what. But anyway, no, I shout for her to stop. She continues to run. The rain's so heavy, I'm afraid I might lose her. I'm terrified. But I didn't do anything wrong, did I? I'm begging you, please stop. I just want to talk. She comes to a stop at the corner. At a corner. It's you, isn't it? Why are you apologizing? What I said back there was terrible, and for that I am truly sorry. I didn't realize it was you. I thought you were just like a regular, different beggar. Please, come back to me. If you're concerned about social status, I'll figure something out. Oh, did she know all along? And Nellie's getting married off soon enough. Oh, yes, Nellie. Nellie did some horrible things to you. She's lost her mind. She's talking nonsense. But don't worry, she'll be out of the picture soon enough. I'll make sure you're safe. Yeah, she believes what Nellie said. Say something, please. Are you angry? You're angry, aren't you? Did you know everything? Did you come to our house aware of everything?
What?
Did you? Tell me, please. The priest isn't around, and everything Nellie says is a lie. You're the only one who will tell me it's not true. Our relationship. I see. You don't know. You don't know. It's for the best. Ellie's the only one who knows, and she'll be gone before long. Everything will be all right. It'll all be all right. Let's go back. I'll make sure you're never put in danger again. I'm begging you, stay with me.
Oh, how unsightly I.
Hair can grow back. That's not a problem.
Same.
What are you talking about?
nor how we had.
There's no sin in that. We have our whole lives ahead of us, don't we? With enough time, this whole tragic mess will be behind us. Things will only get better from here. I'll be your prince, like the one who took the girl to see the outside world. So please, give me your hand. Come to me. Don't leave me all alone. I need you by my side. Please. I extend my hand around the corner. I sense her hesitating beyond the bend. I'm begging you. I can't see what's on the other side, but a vision of her reaching out to put her hand in mine wells up in my mind.
At an end.
What? She doesn't take my hand.
Out the girl.
Ah. She's not there when I turn the corner. Why? How did things end up like this? Where did I go wrong? Oh God. Your error was likely your kindness, thoughtlessly, haphazardly spreading your generosity. But that generosity came from your own desire to avoid pain, for your own happiness. I, what should I have done? I can't take this. Everyone was happy. Nellie used to laugh and smile. She once meant the world to me. How did things end up like this? It's not my fault. I didn't do anything wrong. If you pretend like nothing happened, then perhaps they can go on smiling in your head. But regardless, you must follow the path you tread. It is your path alone. The path you chose when, in that moment, you decided to run. Make the wrong choice in those moments, and you shall find yourself on the road to ruin. I would have been better off not knowing. Better off in the dark. I just wanted those tranquil days to last. They were supposed to last forever. At some point, your childhood must come to an end. And that ending may not be the one you anticipated. I can't stand this world. I'm trying to remember the exact quote. There's a line from The Room. Like, I'm fed up with this world. I don't know. Anyway, sorry. What should I do? What should I have done? Someone, please help me. You should return now. If you spend too long out here, you're liable to catch a cold. Now, let us return to our own time.
End of.
Ah.
I think this is
Okay.
crestfallen young man faded into the decrepit glass. He had evidently returned. In the garden, weeds grew taller than people. Difficult. Yeah, I think in the doors the narrator is the maid. In the present, the narrator is.
Makes sense.
He found it difficult to look at. A wolf howled. The children, the roses, and the white-haired girl departed, and the maid who called him master were the only people present.
What happened to them next? Oh, master, you would know better than I. He. My, you cannot remember? It seems that this is quite serious then. Worry not, my loyalty lies with you, master. The mansion has witnessed more yet. Let's make our way to the second door.
His hand in her kitchen into the tea. Her palms were cold and sweaty, vomit on his sweater already. The party felt as
Mom
though
spaghetti.
yeah, the party felt as though he were clenching ice.
Master, do you wish to know the truth no matter what may be hidden within? Or, if it is something you would be happier not knowing, would you rather remain in the dark? Yeah, you can't. Knowing what?
Something anywhere. Find out.
Oh, is that so? I wonder about their father. Yes, the flaxen haired sibling's father. Do you think he knew about the white haired girl? Yeah, that's why he wasn't in the house. If he did, then perhaps he allowed her to stay because of how deeply he loved his wife, or he was trying to dodge a scandal. Or maybe because he didn't want people to find out about her. I expect he too experienced many different emotions. But those pages of his story remain untold. Their parents likely had a turbulent tale as well, but theirs is not of consequence.
Ooh.
Nice, solid. To whom? I could not tell you.
The parted and the maid crossed to the. At some point, the fire in the emphasizing. The maid took a candlestick, lit it in the small flame. Still, it traces. Tell me,
About me? I am the maid devoted to your service, master, as I have said. Right?
is your
Oh, what was that? You're interested in my name? You flatter me. I truly do appreciate the question, but you're more than welcome to simply call me the maid. Also, it would make me much happier to hear you say my name after you have recalled who you are, master.
little smile rose to the maid's face. After the parted, still holding the maid's hand, asked in front of. In it reflected the.
Well, nothing else, though? Are you vampires, huh? Oh my, is something the matter? Did you come across something peculiar?
Mirror. The maid had not appeared in the mirror, though she was not the only one.
Bum bum.
The
Oh man, is
departed
he
reached.
actually Dracula? That'd be cool.
The departed reached the end of the corridor. There appeared a doorway. Elf is long gone, leaving only a hole. Without hesitation, the maid descended into.
Yuck. You have more interest in this mansion, master, than a mere maid, do you not? Though it pains me to say as much in your presence, master, this house is cursed. Cursed. Yes, it is a curse that runs deep. As you just bore witness to, it's a dangling.
A dangling participle?
Yeah, they've been doing really good to not have a bunch of that stuff. Like I don't. Yeah. Anyway, they've had her speaking very properly. They don't usually do that. I am not a grammar guy, so you don't usually catch me. I don't know.
Like
Anyway, the majority of those who dwell within these walls fall into misfortune. I've served here many years, and periods of happiness are as fleeting as a sugar cube in a cup of hot tea. Hmm. Why did such tragedies befall them? If I were to guess, Master, it is because you had not returned. But when you remember your true self, the mansion's curse should be broken. What? The next door is before us.
It appeared to be the entrance to the cellar. The disconsolate
Hmm.
was visibly rotten.
Disconsolate.
Yeah, look that one.
Uh-huh.
The disconsolate wooden door was visibly rotten, and it seemed it touch what you
Without consolation or comfort.
Huh.
Unhappy.
It's a
I'm
very
not sure.
It's an uncomfortable wooden door. Got it.
Yeah, like I don't. It's like a sad door, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know. Or like, I could just see a door being described that way. It's a weird word to use for that, it feels like.
Night crumble at it. The departed could hear the sound of something. There was a beast living within.
That it's meat that they're eating there's something happening there. That sound is not good.
Before the departed had a chance to say he thought it was dangerous, he'd opened the door with a chilling smile. The departed's first impression was the second door.
Oh man, the next one.
1707.
3 doors down.
About 100 years later.
Oh yeah, it was like 16 something.
Back in the lead.
Right, okay. The mansion sat in ruins in that era. Not a soul resided within. The grandeur of the house was lost to the ages. It was in perpetual decline. Not a flower grew in the garden. Dust and dirt blackened the plaster. Cobwebs blanketed the corridors. I swear I can read. Ivy shrouded the outer walls. It was not a pleasant sight. As hard as I tried to fight it, I could not stop the mansion's descent into disrepair. Over the following 100 years? What are you? The depth of the previous owner's grief, or perhaps despair, was far too much. After the beautiful flaxen-haired family, people stayed away from the mansion. They had no heirs, so their bloodline simply vanished into the depths of history. It had been about 50 years since the house had last had a resident. The forlorn property appeared as though it had been abandoned for centuries, and the occasional villager who stumbled upon it did not remain there for more than a day. My time there was rather solitary. That was perhaps the loneliest time of my life. Everyone who visited the mansion feared it and left it without anyone to become its master. Okay. So you're trapped and she wiped your memory. I don't believe she needs someone there to live. It doesn't matter. Okay. I even came to believe that my time serving as a maid would come to an end in this era. However, one day I noticed something out of the ordinary. As a servant of the house, I am almost immediately aware of any new presence within its walls. A normal thing for any maid. And there appeared to be someone downstairs. Can you imagine just how delighted I was? Though part of me was anxious about what kind of person I might find, the possibility that it could be you had my heart aflutter. Okay. They're suggesting that it's not. I think that the master is whatever sap she suckered into sitting here while she drains their life. That's where I'm at right now anyway. But so resisting the urge to rush, I headed for the basement. The cellar was where red wine, smoked meat, and other preserved foods were kept. By that point, the wine was practically antique. As I had expected, a man had made his way into the cellar. Is anyone there? Although I am unsure if referring to him as a man is entirely accurate. Good. Oh my, that is quite something. Ah, see, I think they're kissy sounds, actually. It's a series of X's, so. Oh no. The very first thing I sensed was an almost unbearable stench. The odor emanated from the man, heightened by the food he had carelessly rummaged through. Blood red liquid spilled from the wine barrels, soaking the floor. Presumably wine, although I guess it's probably vinegar now. His sunken eyes had a piercing, wolf-like glimmer in them. His teeth were sharp and yellowed, visible as he ripped into a chunk of meat. He grumbled in a seemingly inhuman tone. I was looking at a beast, or perhaps a half-beast. There was another source of odor in the room, though. It had something of a kind of metallic tinge to it. When I noticed this, I nearly passed out. The red liquid was not just wine, as I had assumed. I was gonna say it's like weird that they didn't say wine there, but it's like blood red colored liquid leaking from the wine barrels. Well, what the fuck do you think it is? But yeah, no, clearly. It is I who is the fool. But the beast had, I presume, stolen a weapon from the village. A sword, far too nice for him, lay on the floor by his side. I could hardly imagine how many people's lives he had taken with that blade. It was visibly wet with blood, even in the darkness of the cellar, but at the same time it had an imposing gleam. The fine, luscious aroma of the wine could not mask the stench of the blood and the beast. Holding my breath, I took a few moments to ponder. Ponder what? Oh, master, you know. This and that. Tell me, were you summoned here by the mansion? No, okay. So did you take the 95 to get here, or no? Did you come here knowing what kind of place it is? If you are in want of money, you are welcome to help yourself to some of the furniture. And I imagine the villagers would be willing to welcome you if you dressed yourself up a bit more like a person. Then you can trade the furniture for food and make your way to a larger town. The wolf was able to fool the innocent little girl by simply putting on clothing, after all. Oh dear, I was afraid he wouldn't understand me. What am I to do? I was in quite the predicament. Nevertheless, it meant a great deal to me that I had found someone who did not fear the mansion, be they human or beast. So I decided I should give them my assistance while doing my best not to agitate them. Say, could you, perchance, be my new master? Bum bum bum. The mansion sat near the ocean. To say it was perched on a cliff might make it sound rather intimidating. But you could see the beautifully clear sea through the windows, a glittering expanse of emerald and turquoise. If the mansion had been in proper condition, it would have been breathtaking against that backdrop. I even wanted to plant orange trees in the garden. Though it was a tumultuous era, the sun shone bright upon the land, which only served to emphasize the house's unsightliness. Oh yes, perhaps I should give you some more background information. At that period in time, a war had just drawn to a close. Once gorgeous wetlands were infested with crows picking at decaying remains. Bodies of soldiers fallen in battle continually washed up on the shores of coastal villages. The people wanted nothing more than for the curtain to draw on that deeply political contest. And when it finally did, the kingdom, with its richly fertile shores, was stripped of its independence, beginning a new era under a new rule. The people were exhausted, their spirits wasted away, and the splendor of the ocean and sky did nothing to help. In my mind, the beast was emblematic of the times, emaciated and enveloped in the scent of blood. but the war came to an end. Thus, the beast did not have to remain a beast, I thought. Did he? And so, I endeavored to make the beast more human-like. First, I needed to do something about his appearance. I would draw a bath and scrub away all the filth and dress him in clothing left in the mansion. However, having sat unused for 50 years, the majority of garments have been devoured by insects and were of little use. So I searched the mansion top to bottom for anything the beast could wear, heated up some coals, and set to work ironing what I found. At the time, steam irons had not yet been invented. We used plates of iron heated with coals. They somewhat resembled kettles. Why is that? Do we need to know that?
I don't know.
Why did they tell me that? Like, I mean, cool. But, like, I even prepared meals for the beast in order to teach him proper table manners. Although, with the mansion in a nearly uninhabitable state of disarray, there was only so much I could do in the kitchen. And the only supplies I had to work with were what was left in the cellar. As such, I was not able to put to use the cooking skills I had learned in the flaxen-haired family's time. 100 years ago. Now. You mustn't eat with your hands. Do you want to get your fingers and face dirty? You eat using a knife and fork. See? Like this. I feel like I am teaching a young child. Oh, that you understand. Oh my. What are you holding your head for? Oh dear. Perhaps I should be teaching you to speak before table manners. One could argue that is in fact a good strat. Worry not. We have plenty of time. You needn't act so frightened. Or perhaps you do not want to be understood at all. Would you be so kind as to tell me your name? You are, for now, still a guest. It's still too soon for me to call you master. Or am I mistaken? Your name? That is what people call you. How about I start by telling you my name? I am called...
E-S-E-I-A.
Beastia. Your name is Beastia? I see. Then that is what I should call you, Beastia. My, you seem to be rather perplexed as to how I was alive. I am! He had, in fact, attempted to cause me no harm. Attempted to cause me harm. However, I am a servant of the house. The beast called himself Beastia. It's a curious thing. When I learned his name, he seemed to take on new importance in my mind. He was not a mere beast, but the thing called Beastia. Master, should I ever have a chance to hear your name, I'm certain you too shall become a more substantial presence. I don't like it. But you must always remember, Master, that even if you do not remember your name, and even if you never know mine,
Never let go of my hand. Oh.
you have always held a special place in my heart. I bet you'd tell this to all your masters. And thus began my tranquil days with Beastia. Slowly, he began to learn the human tongue. And I was, to be quite honest, rather thrilled. To be certain, I was afraid of the beast. But my fear was not so strong as my elation that there was someone else in the mansion, someone to whom I could speak. and someone that might become my master. Come now, you must pull the weeds out at the roots, or they will soon grow back. This is a task that requires perseverance. You do it like this, see? There you go. Oh, did you not expect that? What appears to be many plants on the surface is actually all connected within the soil. This is a task that requires a man's strength. If there were other servants, they could do it. So I apologize for making you tend the garden, future master. Or perhaps now that you are all dressed up, do you wish to leave the mansion and find someone to fool as the wolf did the sweet girl? Have you no interest in remaining in such a disheveled house? Go on. Oh my, is that so? If you wish to stay, then I shall not stop you. On the contrary, I will gladly attend to you. I am waiting for the person who is to become my master. Forever waiting. I should be able to watch over you until the day you depart this world, old and wrinkled. Do you not believe me? Are you interested in becoming the master of this house? I have to wonder if you know what you are saying. Although it matters little whether you do or not. This is sort of like a clicking I agree situation. Oh my, look at that. Now this brings back memories. This is called a rose. Do you know what a rose is? It's a type of flower.
Do not. Oh.
See. Then allow me to teach you. What you have here is not a real rose. The real roses wilted and are sleeping in the soil. This is called an accessory. This is something women wear. The beast held an ornamental white rose in his hands. An object someone sometime meant to give to someone else.
I wonder who that was.
Yeah, who could say? Seriously, the white rose was just as stunning as it had been the day it was made, despite being buried in the earth for so many years. I hear roses make wonderful gifts. He stared intently at the decorative rose. I presumed the beast would either discard it disinterestedly or destroy it. But much to my surprise, Bestia held it gently in his hands, as though it were something precious to him. Are you, perchance, considering giving it to me? So you are not. Very well. Is there someone else you'd like to give it to? In that moment, a thought floated through my mind. The thing I had found in a pool of blood in the cellar was a monstrous creature indeed, but perhaps that was not at his core what he truly was. So I asked him a question. What is it that you desire, Bestia? The mansion fulfills people's desires. If you yearn for something,
Live.
I see. Look at that filthy thing.
A beast!
A
It's a
beast.
beast!
I get it. It's eating the goddamn sand. You really that hungry?
Beast, you foul creature!
Stay the hell back.
Get any closer,
Filthy beast.
and I'll kill you!
Several days passed by. As Bestia began to act more like a person, the mansion followed suit, slowly becoming more habitable, though not yet back to its former glory. No flowers grew in the garden, but neither were there weeds infesting it. The dusty corridors, shattered windows, rust-covered kitchen gradually returned to their proper states. Isia learned how to change his own clothes, how to draw a bath, but no longer did I have to wait on him hand and foot. He could take care of a number of things all by himself. What we lacked for food, he acquired from the forest. Never did he go to purchase supplies from the village. Rather, he captured hares and gathered herbs, hidden in the overgrowth. They were days without incident. And though such a life may be want for excitement, peace is something that you mustn't take for granted. Mustn't. It was must and like must and then an apostrophe too. They didn't localize right or whatever. Contractions are weird. I get it. Those who have said it cast it aside. I was saying I don't go at people for their grammar earlier. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Those who have it cast it aside, finding the leisurely flow of time dull. Only those who have never experienced it truly know how precious it is. Yeah, pieces like that. Beastie appeared to be content. He wore an expression of solitary serenity.
Someone? Anyone there?
And then one day, a crack formed in the uneventful tranquility.
Anyone in there? You hot with some food? I don't need much. Some food and water? Just a little, that's all I need.
Beastie looked over at me, as if seeking my aid. Ironic, no? It was the visitor who was truly in need of aid. I pondered it for a few moments, deciding that I could not simply turn away someone calling upon the mansion. Had Beastie ordered me not to let him in, I would have followed his instructions, but he said nothing.
Oh, thank God. Someone's here. It was deserved.
You said you were in need of sustenance?
Yes. Doesn't have to be much. Anything to quench this thirst. I got lost.
Give me a few minutes, I will find.
Let him in.
A firm, deep voice came from behind me. I was quite startled. When had the beast learned to act so much like a human? When had he learned to speak so clearly and to behave so much like a master?
Ah.
Upon seeing Bestia, a look of terror appeared to cross the wanderer's face for a moment. To my eye, Bestia was the very image of the head of a house, but to an outsider, he probably appeared to be nothing more than a beast in man's clothing.
Prepare him a meal, bed. I suspect he's quite tired. Hey, thank you much.
But in time, the fear drained from the man's face. Bestia sat precariously on the border between man and beast. Though he still had his doubts, the wanderer revised his first impression, deciding Bestia was human. As the wolf had fooled the little girl in the forest, he too had succeeded in playing the role of a man.
For all that, you really came to rescue. And a meal like this on top of that? You really did not have to. Yes, that's not an appropriate thing to say as I'm eating. What kind of meat is this? Bear. And tender for it. I thought it was beef. Quite a skilled chef. Oh, is she the one who cooked this? Is she a wife?
Oh no, I'm merely a servant.
Female servant, huh? See that very often. This mansion's just full of surprises. I can hardly believe it. Lost for days, and as soon as I think I'm dead. Thinking back on it now, it's miraculous, really. Why are you two living alone? House, cliff. Oh, I beg your pardon. Asking so many questions without telling you about myself. My apologies. I was a little too excited to finally see it. I'm a merchant. Back, spice exports pretty much all came from one place. And now that we've established trade routes of our own, like my country's fighting tooth and nail to push its exports. In fact, some have lost a few teeth in the fight already. That's just how it works. The cutthroat world. Must as you understand.
That's just how it works, the merchant said, a sorrowful look on his face. He was quite clearly putting on a show, though. Confidence in him and his homeland radiated from that man.
I came to this land to do business, but much to my chagrin, I somehow ended up lost. Had I wandered around for much longer, I'd have lost a chance to ever see my beloved again. Sir, I'm constantly out on business, so we only get to see each other a few times a year. But she always waits for my... I'd like to introduce you to her. Chance. She's a pretty girl, if not especially striking.
The merchant was a man of many words, and I, for one, do not mind a lively supper table. Though I know not how Beastia felt, at the very least I was glad we had invited the wanderer into the mansion. He was, after all, holding a proper conversation with someone, and he seemed to be having success concealing his piercing, beast-like gaze. However...
Oh, right! I stopped by the village before entering the forest, and I heard a bone-chilling tale there.
As soon as the merchant brought up the subject, a palpable tension spread through the room.
They say they've been sighting a beast. It's a creature unlike anything anyone's ever seen before. Not a wolf or a bear or anything like that. It even attacked the village once, killing several people. Thankfully, the man managed to drive it out. The creature is... There's nothing in this world scarier than a vicious beast. So you should keep an eye out. Wouldn't want to accidentally let a murderous beast into your home.
Oh,
Villagers' insistence I had the smithy forge me a knife. Huh?
Oh.
Well, yes, I've got it on me. Only good to defend myself with, but it's better than that knife. You brought that knife. Kill me with that knife. What? You're going to stab me again and again with that knife like they did last time. That's why you're here, isn't it? What? What are you talking about? What's going into you, man? Stab and stab and stab! Calm down. What are you so worried about? I'm not going to hurt you with this. Huh? What did you just say? Eek!
I like to imagine that before the wolf ate the poor little girl, he said, "Is this what I have always looked like?"
Bad beast. What's your problem, man? What's wrong? Talk like a human. He's beast. Ah, stay back! You get any closer and I'll stab you to death. You act like you only just realized I'm a beast. Eek. That's right! I'm a beast! I killed them. Stay back, man! And I'll do the same to you!
In his hand, Bestia held his sword. Perhaps it had been hidden under the table, or maybe behind his chair. Regardless, it was as though he had expected this to happen. The merchant kicked aside his chair, attempting to flee. Oh boy. But Bestia closed the distance in an instant, knocking him back. He lost his balance and slammed into the wall, but he still made it to escape, though the beast stood blocking his path.
Oh, please stop this! Don't kill me! My beloved is waiting for me back home! I can't leave her behind! And what should I care?
Pretty fucking metal.
Yeah.
A dreadful scream echoed through the dining room. I reflexively covered my ears.
Please help! Ah, someone! Anyone! No one's going to come for you. This mansion's a long way from. Oh, help! That woman! Where is she? Why isn't she here? She was just. Ah! Kill me. I don't kill you. And so I must show you, and I will. I must show you that I'm serious. I must kill you, or you won't understand. You just won't understand. If I don't show you firsthand, you won't understand. I'll make you understand. I'll make your flesh and bones understand. Kill! I'll kill you! I'll kill you! Ah! Kill you! Ah. Monster. That's right. I am a beast.
Mm.
Okay, he's still laughing. He's laughing a lot.
Lots of laughing. Totally normal, very balanced laughter.
Uh-huh.
Fine and okay and stable and good.
You know, if you laugh
Oh
that
boy.
much,
It's not much that is that funny. They had been enjoying a peaceful meal around the table together just minutes earlier. So, what had triggered this? If I were to guess, the merchant saying the word knife is what caused the beast to snap. Blah. A simple small thing set him off. I could not comprehend it. Bestia, who'd said he wished for peace, was staring down at the ravaged corpse of the merchant with a look of ecstasy on his face. Master, can you understand how he felt? Even just a little? Did he not yearn for peace? Did he, not yearn for peace, but for slaughter?
how? The bottom are gone. I'll take Pauline.
Okay. All right, that does it for today's shopping. And now the moment we've all been waiting for. Snack time. There's nothing better than having a ham sandwich in the park. Oh dear, maybe I should lower my voice when I'm talking to myself. But it's so nice out, I just can't help myself. Does the weather have anything to do with talking to oneself? Not important. Food, food. If he were here, it would taste even better. I wonder when I'll get to see him next.
Pauline! Pauline! There you are.
Oh dear. What's got you so frazzled, Mom?
Oh, Pauline.
Hmm? What is it? Did something happen? What's the matter, Mom? Mom? This isn't like you, Mom. This isn't like you at all. Tell me what happened.
I told you, stay away from men who trade.
Huh?
Dear daughter, how must God be so cruel to
You're hurting me, Mom. Don't squeeze so tight. What's gotten into you?
carefully, Pauline? Home and hear me. Your lover, the beloved man, dead.
Blah. The beast's humanity began slipping away from him after that encounter. He had returned to the thing I had found in the cellar. Actually, he had prowled the mansion's halls looking more barbaric than ever. Despite all the efforts he had put into learning to act like a human, he now ripped the velvet curtains off the wall, howling shrilly, stomping back and forth through the hallways, and ravaging the garden. I watched him intently, though from a distance. Beastia was not merely a beast, but an out-of-control, bloodthirsty beast. Just a few days ago, we had been tending the garden together, but that was no longer possible. I was quite disappointed. Eventually, Beastia discovered my hiding place. I had felt no regret in a very long time, but I felt deep regret in that moment.
More! Have enough, not enough. More. I need more. Satisfy urges.
You saying peace was not enough to sate you? Did I mishear you when you asked for peace?
Thinking, asking for peace. Blood, despair, eyes filled with terror. These are the things. You said this mansion fulfills people's desires. Then, give me no more hairs. Live humans.
Why did I ever teach him to speak human language? Before long, the mansion granted his wish. Once a week, a villager or a traveling merchant from somewhere would wander into the forest, ending up at the mansion on the cliff. Though something felt suspicious about the man who greeted them at the door. On the surface, he looked like a proper nobleman. He looked calm and red. So they all eventually chose to trust Beastia. The mansion had an air of loneliness about it, but it was adequate to provide rest for their weary feet. There was food and a bed, and most comforting of all, there were other people. The lord of the house treated the lost souls like esteemed guests. He poured them fine wine and had me cook for them. No one suspected in the slightest that he was a beast. He put on a reasonably convincing act. Because yes, I had taught him how to behave like a master. The visitors all went to bed contented. But, as I'm sure you can imagine, Master, they would never see the light of day again. The penetratingly bright sunlight particular to this area. What?
A beast! It's a beast!
You disgusting creature!
Hideous monster.
Kill him!
If that's how you humans want. Say it better than you. I'll kill you. I'll slaughter you!
No, please don't!
That's it. Cry for me. Beg for your life. Pray for my mirth. Weep and struggle and suffer and die. No one understands. No one can possibly. What did I ever do? Because I'm a beast. When did I become a beast? Are you beast? Beasts are savage. I, a beast, or I'm a savage. Haste. Kill them. I'll show them what makes a beast.
Etc.
Yeah.
Moonlight crept through the torn velvet curtains, shining down upon the blood-soaked beast. It was a sight that would incite terror in anyone.
Look at this. No one can stand up to me. Humans have no chance against beasts.
You're gonna be really disappointed when firearms come out in like 100
Yeah.
years.
More.
50 years.
I need more.
Actually, I think in the 1700s there were already firearms.
Yeah, but not like,
Yeah.
like encapsulated ammo and all that junk.
Give me more prey.
The Colt's coming up here.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, I guess, I don't know. They had like cavalry revolvers and
Yeah.
stuff in the Civil War, so maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, the mansion continued to sate the beast's demanded craving, sending not one, but multiple villagers into its claws. Into these blood-stained walls, off which echoed his monstrous howls. Bleh. Stop, please! I'm begging you! Spare me! Oh, God!
Sorry, I'm not familiar with your god. Beasts have no need of gods.
No god here. Okay. I took the last one.
Oh, I have a wife and a son back at the village. Please, let me return to them. Why don't you bring them back to me? I'll send them to the same place you're going.
I guess you're doing the beast. I
Yeah.
can do the other people. My bad. I'm with child. Please let me go.
Are you now? In that case, I'll kill the baby first.
Wild shit. You damned monster.
That's right. I am a monster. And by killing, no one can defy me. I have to show the world that beasts are the most frightening things on this earth.
The beast began to change his style, making sick banquets out of his kills. Some days he would tie his guests up in the cellar, playing with them for hours until they finally died. Some days he would drain them of their blood and bathe in it. Is that H.H. Holmes? Some days he would spread them out on the table and feast upon them. That's more Dahmer.
Yeah, H.A. Holmes was like 1920.
Yeah, you're right. It's way later, too. That's a good point. Every week, another atrocious party. He did everything imaginable. As a faithful servant of this house, I'm confident I can do most anything I am asked. Though you can surely imagine my surprise at having to use the cooking skills I learned while serving the flaxen-haired family to do that. I can only wonder if it actually tasted any good. Bestia's peculiar sword was always with him for his twisted banquets of self-gratification. However much blood stained it, it never lost its sheen. It was as though the sword drank the flesh of humans. Master, can you imagine just how wretched I felt? The mansion, once a beautiful sight to behold, reeked of death and acrimony. The stench of rotting flesh seeped up from the cellar. Even the years it spent forsaken in the ruins were preferable to that. Or perhaps I only had myself to blame. It was I who had invited the beast into the mansion.
More! Not enough. Isn't enough to say.
Oh, excuse me. But Bestia still sought to hold more of his prefers parties. Free calls, if you will. Lost Village. Sorry, it's probably not. Were no longer enough to quell his urges. He was indeed a genuine beast. And in time, this is what he began to wish for.
Can't you get me any better prey? Something truly exquisite. The perfect prey to quench this maddening thirst of...
Do you know what he meant when he asked for the perfect prey, Master? Perhaps a hero, someone courageous enough to stand up to him with whom he could enjoy a battle to the death. Perhaps a dazzling young nymph to satisfy his other primal urges. Or perhaps what he wanted was not human at all, but a demon or a phantom. I would soon find out as the mansion attempted to grant his wish, bringing yet another guest to the house on the cliff.
The house in Fata, Morgana.
If the devil guides us, then perhaps I could accept that this was fate.
Ah, there it is. There comes the poor little... They just keep coming. And again, the mansion granting my... I would be glad. And you are welcome to... have a room prepared.
Ice on your general. Wondering for a very, very long time.
What was that, Master? You recognize her? I imagine you would. That white hair, those red eyes, skin the color of freshly fallen snow, and that flawlessly beautiful visage. You could not possibly mistake her for anyone else. And no, it is not someone who happens to resemble her. I can understand why you would be surprised, Master. At first, I could hardly believe my own eyes. The wanderer knocking on the door that day was the very same fair-skinned woman who had visited the mansion so many years earlier. The white-haired girl must have spent many, many a night in the forest. Her crystalline skin was covered in red scratches where she had brushed against stray branches and tree bark. She had even lost her shoes and was standing there barefoot, looking quite disheartened. Barefooted, I guess it was. But that did not make her any less beautiful. In fact, you could just imagine the dense forest canopy parting to allow the sun to shine down upon her. The beast appeared surprised by her angelic beauty as well. It seemed as though all the madness drained from him in that moment. He said nothing, but his eyes told all. He was entranced by the sight of her ruby red irises and her pure white hair. Pardon? Oh, sorry.
Beast, this is what I asked for. Something to quench my thirst. Bound to be.
But, as I said, it was only for a moment.
So rejoice! Imagine just how gratifying it would be to see such a beautiful woman writhing in the throes of death. Me, I will have a bath drop.
At once, the moment had passed. The beast was barely able to contain the wellspring of madness within himself. He wanted nothing more than to run his sword through the white-haired girl that very instant, to torture her, to defile her. He tended to her wounds, served her supper, and drew a bath for her. And afterwards, the beast even made to provide her with a dress to wear. Even the outfit she had only worn for one night so many years before was there, waiting for someone to put it on again, for her to put it on again. Said she could choose anything she liked. She, being such a modest young woman, said she needed not of such fine attire. And what a shame that was. I too wished to see her in a dress once more.
Need not. No, no, that's not why. No, apologies. Very generous.
Smiling, calling me to. Imagining what related with sight of her life.
Glad that I ended up here in this mansion.
How is you feeling the exact opposite? I shall see you.
Bestia then made his way out of the girl's bedchamber. His mask came crumbling off after only taking a few steps.
There. That's precisely what I wanted. Just imagining how such a beautiful woman, how she'll beg for her life. Hey, hey, are you there? The mansion has given me the perfect offering. Hey! Here?
Interesting.
Someone there.
Oh. Yes, I came by to ask if there was anything you needed. I cannot offer you anything extravagant, not like before, but I'm here to provide you with anything in my capacity.
Now to stay tonight is more.
Yes, indeed I do. I've been here a very, very long time.
You might think this is an odd question, but about you, sir. And feeling I've been in this.
Yes, we have met. It was quite some time ago, though.
Um,
1603. It was an unimaginably long time ago. Do you remember a boy and girl with flaxen hair?
I apologize.
Do you not remember me either? I see. You should probably not push yourself to remember then. There were joyous times and there were less than joyous times. But would you be so kind as to answer one question? What might your name be? Because she's goddamn witch.
I'm
Redacted. I see. So you are redacted again. Again. You should get some rest. I will make tea for you in the morning. Also, go on, close your eyes. But Beastia never waited for morning to come. With his sword that smelled of blood hanging from his hip, the beast slowly, ever so slowly, crept toward the room where the white-haired girl slept. The time was soon approaching for the bloodthirsty beast to paint the walls with the young woman's blood, to turn her bedchamber into a gore-spattered altar upon which he would offer her up to the devil. However, when he opened the door, he could hardly believe his eyes. She was not asleep, but sitting there as if expecting Bestia's arrival.
Why are you awake? Not go to sleep?
footsteps, so I.
What were you planning to do when I got here? Surely you didn't think we'd simply have a nice midnight chat.
Ask you what it was.
Ask what it was I wanted? You even realize what you're saying? Can you not see what's in my hand? You know exactly what I came here to do. Going to beg? Aren't you going to plead for your life? Aren't you going to ask me not to kill you?
Necessary. Is that what you.
What I want is something much, much more gratifying than your pleas. I want to hold a banquet. Not enough. No matter what I do, it's not enough. You will be enough to satisfy me, to quench this unholy thirst, to completely, wholly fill me to the bursting point. I desire to devour you.
Beastia shoved the girl back, slamming her into the mattress. He then stabbed his sword through the sheets beside her, looking down upon the girl, the moonlight at his back. Clenching her slender throat with one hand, he drew his sword once more, holding the tip but inches from her nose. No matter how much blood it drank, the sword continued to shine gloriously, as though it had just come from the forge. It was an awe-inspiring, tear-shedding blade, the sight of which would cause anyone to imagine the misfortune about to befall them.
Go on, mock me! Ridicule the hideous, barbaric beast standing before you. The moment you saw me, you thought me unsettling. You averted your eye, because I had food for you, because I gave you a place to rest. You pretended not to notice them. This is retribution. Retribution for you damned humans. So beg for your life like they all do. Cry, plead for mercy.
Say that you are ugly, then I must be equally ugly.
What came from the girl's mouth was neither a plea nor an insult, nor a scream. Full-grown men had wept before him, and yet this slight young woman did not. Despite this terrifying beast being upon her, moments away from extinguishing her life. Even I almost shrieked in fright. Beastia could believe neither his eyes nor his ears.
Do you not fear me? Can you not see what I'm about to do to you?
Am I to be?
I'm threatening to murder you! To
Oh,
rip
right.
your
Now
intestines
that.
out with these claws and watch you die. And I enjoy it more than anything in the world. Filling others' hearts with. The more lives I take, the more I enjoy. I'm a beast driven by madness.
What he expected was for the beautiful girl before him to desperately implore him for mercy. He wanted nothing more than to see despair seep into every corner of her red eyes. For he believed that it would be a truly sublime moment, euphoria unlike anything he had experienced before. Beastia prodded her with his singular sword, poking a slit in skin smoother than silk.
See me as
Wished. She looked upon him with sympathy rather than fear. This rattled the beast. He had never once seen anyone respond to him that way.
Possessed you to say that? What on earth is going through your head? Mercy? Mercy? Do you not comprehend this situation? How can you be so calm?
It is
Scream!
death.
Cry! Shout! Beg for me to spare you! Throw yourself at my feet! Throw yourself at my feet! Otherwise I'm a beast! A beast that never tires of killing!
me be a person.
Uh,
Hey, words.
How to speak. Beast who speaks human language.
Your mind to come. Hesitate.
If I'm human, then why do you disparage me so? Why do they reject me and try to kill me? Because I'm a beast, a repulsive beast. That's why, isn't it?
Maybe they are.
Hurt you. Or alike.
Alike? Don't be ridiculous. How can you say we're alike when you're as beautiful as you are?
Help me. What value does outward appearance have? Suffered much.
I'm not trembling. I'm not afraid.
Cries of your
What on earth is wrong with you? Why are you not afraid? Why do you not scream in terror?
fear. Like I know now what my. Have me then.
Mad. I will eventually kill you. Torture you, put you through hell, make you wish you were never born.
Not change. Please. Find it very hard to believe.
Beastia was at a loss. He was perhaps afraid of this girl who did not fear him, and even attempted to embrace him. She behaved too differently from all the other humans he knew of, who had only ever harassed and pushed him away.
Why are you so kind to me? To this beast, this murderer.
Beastia's sword slipped from his hand, hitting the hard floor with a metallic whine. When the sound died down, the white-haired girl extended her hands for the beast with the utmost of affability. Her fingers were white as freshly fallen snow, something this area never saw. They traced his distinctive frame. They ran along his unusually shaped nose. They slid across his rough, yellowed skin. They drifted around his rather small eyes. The beast trembled once more, this time not out of a twisted desire from deep within, but from the unimaginable comfort of physical contact. Judge starved. Her fingers moved so gently, so pleasantly, wrapping him in their warmth. A single teardrop slid down the arc of her finger. Looking into her clear eyes, Beastia came to a realization. Could it just stopped, probably. At the same time, he felt somewhat dismayed. Oh. Taken in the throes of his primal urges, the beast had not noticed, but there was an emptiness in the girl's eyes. She appeared to be gazing far into the distance, not focused on the man despite being close enough to touch him. Tears had begun running down Bestia's cheeks earlier, when she had called him her person. But it was not until one of those droplets had slid across the back of her finger that she had realized. She would, indeed, have no need of extravagant dresses. After all, she could not see what she was wearing.
Whoever decided that reality, but whoever decided, know not what darkness.
To call this girl a beast would be paramount to eating sugar and insisting it was salt. Do pardon the trite analogy, please. But you know rather well, Master, that the white-haired girl was not at all what you would call a beast. Not simply in appearance, but all the way down to her core. There was nothing beastly about her. Her words brought him faint pain, but the beast still felt, on some level, that he wanted to keep her at his side, to see what would happen. His next words were in large part impulsive.
Grateful.
Without exception, everyone who had wandered into the mansion had lost their lives before the sun rose the next morning. She was the first visitor who had not met this fate. Over time, Bestia's madness gradually subsided, and he even began to seem rather tame. You would hardly believe it was the same beast who had once reveled in those perverse festivities. He was, I imagine, at a loss for how to behave. I too would be flustered in the constant presence of such beauty. But it was not just her appearance. She had said she wished to live with him, a beast who had committed countless atrocities. Perplexing indeed.
You could see me, act as you would mock me, you would despise me, kill me. Because you can't see. I basked in that terror. Slaughtered, how much blood I've been. Horrible. I'm aware that what I've done is wrong. Touched. Wanted for so long. Slaughter them. I had to see human blood. Murder? After? And peace. No need for peace. And here I am. Oh, some.
Oh, shall I make some? Dusty.
I probably cold by now. I want some. You don't have to have it.
Take it.
You're a goober.
Bitter.
Their life together began quietly, their days without event. It's like, reminds me of kind of like Scheherazade, the like telling a new story every night to keep yourself alive kind of vibe, mixed with like Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
But they had no extravagant meals. There were no swaths of guests lending life to the mansion's halls, but there was also no one screaming in fear for their life. It was the peaceful life Beastia had lost, and he had returned once more to that quiet realm.
Quick to
One of talk. Ever Titans. Like
And you
Daredevil.
smell.
cannot.
Well, that's your first step.
Occasionally, radiant, light, but soft light.
That flexes. I find
She must
difficult.
have had sight at some point.
Yeah.
And what you
Difficult for me as well. Sure how to, but it's not darkness. Presence. Way the wind. Also feel sense to candlelight begins. Fear, intense sorrow. Could be yours. The candlelight is always wavering, and yet it seems. So this is.
I am a beast, so I lack the
But you.
hunting.
Any fruit?
I don't know. What do you want? I swear to Christ, I'm not having this fight with you again. You need to tell me what food you want. I brought back 3 rabbits, and you said that was unacceptable. I can't do that.
It's sour. Picked it before.
I didn't know. Is that a bad thing? I don't know anything. I'm a beast.
Cannot see, but if so green, you're not. What color are these?
Oh,
Got him.
Shall I give you a hand?
cannot. You'll hurt yourself.
Well, for the most part.
Worried. I don't know this word. Blood dripping down her face doesn't like me. What's going on? What on earth has happened to me?
I appear to be in danger of harming myself. Please, no. And you have nothing to worry about. Comfortable.
She always cooks the. Where did she go anyway?
Huh?
He always comes when I call.
I had hidden myself away. Beastia had learned how to go about his daily life without my assistance, and the two of them had no need of others in their peaceful world. Oh my, what is the matter, Master? I was not lonely at all. No, that's not what I was asking. God damn it. Tell me your secrets, ghost. It was an absolute pleasure simply watching them. I mean that. It was not my role to be at his side, nor was I the one to be at hers. If she could make Beastia into the master of the house, then my presence was unnecessary. I appear when I am needed, and I appear to serve the flaxen-haired family, nothing more. If they sought a servant, then I would show myself. Yes, certainly. Except, but he was looking for you, and you didn't. Right? Like, I mean,
Huh?
after some time, they began to sleep in the same bed. Oh dear, no. Not for the reason you are imagining, Master. You thought no such thing? So they slept in the same bed. They did not lay together in the biblical sense. They did so, it seemed, because they were more comfortable in the same place. The two acted more like family than lovers.
Hey. Go. Wavering.
Now it's.
Say, tell me about your childhood. Yes, I have no such. For I am a beast.
As we've established.
When I was a child, mother, father, brothers, everyone. So I.
As long as I can. Mother, but
Kind.
to work. Pay for long. Time to time. Someone who lived nearby. This one's life in the man. But in that, health and so much
How did you?
long. I was sick. And because there was no workers' comp,
Right.
imagine live. Only you could position in still my mother position in this country. One example. Checked, robbed me and lost everything. Money she gave. My world is. But at that moment, I was deepest abyss. Wandered, as if
Were being by the mansion. Didn't end up that way. Wonder.
Did it?
apologize. I imagine you were hoping to hear joy.
Oh, virtue.
Pardon?
Ended. Hurt. I am not compassionate. Kill them if they had.
Right.
I was perfectly. I took a few scratches, nothing you.
Distinguishing marks or features.
I haven't the money to return. Your life?
Terrified. Volatile. I'm growing accustomed to this.
Oh.
Murderous beast. I was planning to throw it out when I learned that. Fake white rose.
White Rose.
What?
No, I do. Thank you.
Deja vu or something? I don't know. Whatever. I mean, but she wasn't. She was not blind. I don't think. And it's not like a Book of Eli situation. Right. You not desire more prey? But you were so hungry for blood before.
I've had enough. I don't need any. I know because she cannot. Does not. He is the only one willing to be with me.
So hard to please. You obtain peace, cast it aside, then pick it up once more. But you'll never be able to escape it completely. After all, you are enchanted by the pleasure murder brings. I'm sorry, I saw the last word as beings, and I was like, that makes no sense. But anyway, you have been for a very, very long time.
This time I am done. I won't kill anyone. Being with her is far more. To be with her is what I truly want.
So very self-centered.
God.
Gotcha. I know you are, but what am I?
Hey.
It was as though he was viewing a flashback. The sound of knocking echoed through the mansion, as it had the day the merchant came and brought the beast's short-lived peace crashing down.
What did I just tell you? I do not want any more prey. Stop it. Stop this. I thought you were supposed to fulfill my desire. Why did the door open?
Sword in hand, Bestia ran through the mansion's halls. He was overcome with fear. He had obtained the peace he so dearly wanted, and even found someone who did not fear him. He was terrified that the appearance of more prey would cause this all to crumble. If he spotted the prey, murdered them, and conceded to his madness, she might choose to leave him. As much as she claimed he was not hideous, if she witnessed him doing that,
I'll just chase them. Done with this. My desires.
however,
Why? Why?
Bestia shuddered in terror at the sight. Ha
Stay back! Stay away from me!
He broke into a run.
Ah!
It was not, after all, helpless prey that had entered the mansion.
That thing is...
The monster's voice seemed to slither along the floors behind him. He felt as though, if he were to turn around, it would be right there on top of him.
Chasing me.
Bestia shouted with fear in his voice, uncharacteristic of the beast who had so readily slaughtered his prey. But can you blame him?
That's a bestia!
In that moment, I had an epiphany. I assumed he called himself Bestia, unaware of what the word meant.
Bestia other than me.
Bestia is not, in fact, a name. It is a word that means beast. Indeed, a second beast had come to the mansion.
Why are you chasing me? Are you here to kill me? Is it because I settled down? Because I wanted to stop being a beast? Ah!
This matter.
When the white-haired girl poked her head out of her bedchamber, Bestia was aghast. He frantically attempted to return her to her room.
You mustn't leave your room.
But as he was doing this, the horrifying creature, no, the beast's voice drew nearer.
Do not open this door for any reason. I will protect you. That's right.
Okay.
That's right. I don't want this peace destroyed. Tranquil days together with this woman. I will.
Trembling in fear, Bestia gathered his resolve. He pointed his sword, which until then had only been used to torment others, at the second beast. Now he would wield his blade to protect the person he cared about. This was the same beast who had killed and killed and killed to satisfy his own primal desires.
Not let you destroy this. I will protect it from you.
From a rational point of view, the things he was saying and feeling were rather idealistic. But Bestia was desperate. He did not want to lose this peace. Before long, the beast, the one chasing him, appeared from within the darkness. Say, Master, if resolve was the only thing necessary for one to act courageously, would that not mean nearly anyone could become a hero? Theseus had viciously slaughtered so many people before. He had gathered the courage to protect the things he cared for. But now he was shaking. He did not gallantly bring his sword down upon the approaching beast. Instead, he trembled visibly from head to toe. He must have been quite terrified at the beast's appearance.
Stop. No. Stay away from me. No, stay back.
Seeing Beastia so scared, I imagine the beast thought it a prime opportunity, for it slowly, ever so slowly, ambled toward him.
I don't kill it. It will kill me. I have to kill it. 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 I have to kill it.
And that was the moment Beastia's mind ran off the rails of sanity.
Kill!
He lifted his sword above his head, facing the approaching beast. And ferociously swung it down upon his assailant. And again, and again, and again. Screaming horrifically at the top of his lungs. He continued, swing after swing, until the other beast had gone completely still. Before long, copious volumes of fresh blood stained the corridor. At some point, the other beast had stopped moving and sunken into a pool of its own lifeblood.
I did it. I did it. Killed it. Killed the other beastia.
Ooh. Beastia had let his guard down, assuming he had claimed victory over the unmoving beast. I had not imagined either that the beast could still be alive after shedding so much blood.
Back.
The beast reached its hand out toward Beastia. It was determined to drag him down to the underworld, it seemed. Slowly sliding along the slippery floor, it dragged itself toward him. Even on its last breaths, it continued reaching for Beastia, fixated on him. He kicked at the beast's hand up in the air, staggering it, and then he
Burn in hell!
rammed his blade down into it. Beastia's fear-stricken expression was hardly that of a knight who had just saved the maiden. Nevertheless, he had indeed eradicated the other beast.
The house in Fata Morgana.
Huh. I haven't figured it out yet, for sure. You come back again, okay? I don't know. Promise me. I'll be waiting. Wait and believing you'll return. I don't know who this is. I'll be waiting. Oh, well, okay. That was supposed to be the merchant, probably. It's about time for you to set off.
Indeed.
You take care out there. Don't eat anything funny and get yourself sick. Got it?
Be fine. Tough one.
The more confident you are, the more you'll push yourself and risk getting hurt. Make sure you drink lots of water, lots and lots of water, okay? You can hydrate or dehydrate. Take care not to get heat stroke or sunstroke, okay?
You worry. Relax. I know how to take care of myself on a ship.
I know, but you never know what might happen. I want you to be in good health when I see you again.
It will be. So I'll probably keep you waiting for.
I'll be waiting. Don't worry about me. I'll be waiting. I promise. I managed to wait a year and a half already, so I can handle this. Come back, okay? Thanks. Safe travels. Refuse to believe that he could be dead.
I think this is Pauline.
No, that's her, probably. That he could be dead. I have to find proof. That's somewhere out there. He's still alive and well. I have to find him. I have to prove it.
We have arrived at our destination, madam. Though I dearly wish I could assist you in your search, I have things to attend to during our stay.
No, don't worry yourself. I couldn't possibly impose on you any further.
Madam, Pauline, you mustn't put yourself in danger. Should anything happen to you, your mother would be devastated.
I wonder if... Oh, wait, is this Pauline,
Pauline, yeah.
narrating now?
Yeah.
I wonder if Mom's mad. No, she's probably sad. Her sorrow is as expansive as the Albufera wetlands. What? Albufera. As deep as the ocean into which the sun sets.
I wonder if that's a real wetland.
Yeah, I don't recognize it, but I don't know. And it's all my fault. But don't worry, I'll be fine. As soon as I have certainty of his well-being, I'll go straight home. Me and him, together.
Pauline, your lover is...
I have faith in him. He would never break a promise to me. He's always come back to me, no matter how long it took. A man like that wouldn't suddenly just disappear on me. There's been a mistake, and I have to prove it. I have to be the one to do it. Because he'll remain gone unless I see it with my own eyes.
I wonder who you inherited your stubbornness.
What?
Nothing. An acquaintance of mine lives in this. I shall be staying with him. I'll let him know about you. He should gladly welcome you into his home.
Thank you, Orlando.
Film The Hobbit now.
You've been such a big help.
Pauline,
Hmm?
1 month. You search for 1 month, and if you haven't found him, come home with me. Promise me that? You are her only daughter.
Okay.
Good. To tell you the truth, I regret bringing you with me. What I should have done is dragged you back home. But I couldn't. It's like I was looking at her when she was younger.
Orlando.
Anyway, 1 month, understood?
Yes. Don't worry. A month will be plenty. I will find him before a month is up. The sleepy seaside village is on the small side, but from what I've been told, they used to have a flourishing fishing industry. Now, though, it's like there's a fog hanging over everything. That's not too surprising, I suppose. A few months ago, this village was part of a war for control of the country, and now they're under a different rule than before. Stripped of their independence and battered by the raging tempest of war, the people's spirit must have eroded. What? The people's spirit had been eroded. I can read, I swear. And spiritual damage is not so easily mended. Even if they were not physically harmed, there are deep wounds in their hearts. It's a lovely village, though. The breeze feels different than it does back home. Beneath it all, I'm sure the people are actually quite friendly and cheerful. A long, long time ago, I went on a trip to a land in the south.
Land called Georgia.
Georgia. Savannah, in fact. Now, this country is quite a bit south of mine, too. People blessed with lots of sunlight are bound to be warm at their core. Say, Orlando, may I take a look around the village?
I don't see why not. The sun's still up. I'll need some time to catch up with my acquaintance, so I suppose this is as good as opportunity as any. Where to find me, madam?
Yes. You go down that way, turn at the second crossroads, follow it straight for a little, cross over to the other side, and it's right there, right? Did I not just give you a pretty specific direction to find there by walking? Don't worry.
All right, then. You're planning to stay within the village today, right? Even just a little bit, then. You get lost.
As much as you may insist otherwise, you really do care, Orlando.
I feel. Please don't take advantage of me.
I think I might take full advantage of this. Thanks. See you in a bit. Hmm? What's he doing out here all alone, I wonder? There's no one else around. I wonder if something happened. Would it seem odd if I tried talking to him? Wouldn't want to get labeled as suspicious on my first day here. That's asking for trouble, but... is it still her, do we think?
Sure.
Okay. The boy stands all alone on the shore, looking somehow precarious. As though a breeze might whisk him away into a million grains of sand. And if I look away, he won't be there when I turn back. That feels like it is. That's how the boy appears to me. You never know until you try. Besides, it's important for me to communicate with the natives. I've got to build trust with the people of this village. Let's go. Good afternoon. What are you doing out here all alone, little man? Ah. By force of habit, I spoke in my native tongue. How dense can you be, Pauline? You may have just been talking to Orlando, but that's no excuse. This isn't your homeland. But everything's all right. I studied the language. I should be able to hold a simple conversation. You don't need to be afraid of me. My name is Pauline. I'll be staying in your village for a while. Nice to meet you. Do you not understand me? My name is Pauline. What is your name, little man?
Dreadful.
That's a terrible name. What? What? He just called me dreadful. Or that's his name. You don't know.
Hell of an accent you got there, lady. Who are you? A bandit? Here for?
Fucking bandit, seriously? No. I'm not a damn bit, I promise. Damn bit's pretty funny.
Atrocious.
Yeah. There's no need to be so mean. I put in a pretty good effort, I thought. And it's my second language, you prick. You could at least compliment me instead.
God awful.
That's not nice.
A foreigner doing in a remote corner of this world. Sightseeing our little village? Sure got a lot of time on your hands.
I do not. I'm very busy. You're a little obnoxious, aren't you? You're supposed to treat your elders with respect, you know.
I give a damn. You're older, but you're acting way more like a kid than me.
My name isn't Lady, it's Pauline. Pauline.
And what are you here for?
This kid's great.
Yeah.
Completely ignored. Ahem. I am, here to look for someone. There are rumors he was last seen around here. Have you, by any chance, seen any other foreigners around?
I know.
Awesome. He just won't let me in. I've got to befriend him first. Of course, he's gonna be guarded if I just start throwing questions at him. No, this is what we call a prick. All right, so you haven't seen him. Then why don't you tell me about yourself? What are you doing out here?
I'm doing something called minding my own fucking business, lady. How about
Right, this really sweet new hobby I've developed called my own shit.
Then any of your
Nice, yeah.
Then any of your business, lady?
The boys out here on the beach all alone. Wouldn't that make you curious? Don't you have any friends?
Don't you?
Maybe he's one of those kids who doesn't have any. Say, if you don't mind, could we be friends? I'm not really familiar with the area, so it'd be nice to have someone with me. What do you say?
I don't need it. Who the hell be dumb enough to say, sure, I'll be your friend with someone they just met?
Most people, I would think. It's like after that you start to decide, in fact, no, I would not like to be your friend. Usually you have to get a few words in anyway. How are you so jaded? You need to be more courteous, kinder to others, not so antagonistic. I just thought it'd be nice if we could talk a bit. That's all I want, really.
How about you quit being so damn nosy, lady? Just so happens I like being alone. I've got some strange woman ruining my alone time. I'm out of here. Peace.
Hey, well, wait a second. He's gone. This is going to be really, really hard. Why, the first person I spoke to did not immediately solve all my problems. This is going to be hard. Master? Master? Ah, you've returned to me. You suddenly started staring off into the distance. I was quite startled. Now, let us continue our tale. Weird. Because that makes me think that's like the maid's origin story. Because it looks like her, but the timing seems wrong. I mean, obviously, I don't think time really matters very much to the mansion. But, like, weird. Anyway, the mansion's corridor was a horrifically repulsive mess. Splatters of fresh beast blood covered the walls, and there was a repugnant odor. Anyone would be compelled to avert their eyes at the sight. But, you know, conveniently.
I am grateful that you cannot see, because you would certainly think me a beast if you were able to. Because you cannot see. You do not know what I look like, but I know. Another beast like me broke into the mansion. I protected you, did I not? I protected you. Say that I protected you. I did this for you.
In his hysteria, Beast tore down the curtains hanging on the hallway window. Blood-stained curtains that reeked of dead beast.
I...
What did he have to be so afraid of, though? He had exterminated the other beast encroaching on his territory. I would understand if he puffed his chest in pride, but far from that, his terror merely intensified.
Calm down.
The white-haired girl extended her hand for Bestia, but even her gentle, lovingly outstretched fingers evoked fear in his eyes. Instinctively, he feared anything that entered his territory, and then attempted to remove it. And driven by those instincts, he shoved the white-haired girl, the one he had said he wanted to protect, shoved aside. Being without sight, she had no way of reliably catching her balance, and she fell to the floor with a splash. For she had landed, oh boy, in a pool of blood left by the beast. Red seeped into her clothing, slowly spreading through the fabric. At first, it looked like she had fallen into a puddle of fresh, bright dye, but before long the red darkened into a brownish black.
I'm sorry, I didn't know
Okay.
She embraced the panicking beast, softly whispering, shh, shh, as if trying to calm a crying baby. Though Beastia was taller and physically stronger, the white-haired girl was emotionally more stable than he.
As you so. Please tell me. I want. About things. Burden, they have the ability to use words, both you with language bestowed upon. It's all right. Talk to me.
Am I a man? You act as... No, you treat me like... Only because you cannot see me. Who says I... You, who are without sight. I... Content with them. You treated me like a man, so I felt as though I'd become one. The time I spent with you, I had real... I almost forgot that I was a... Oh yes. Before you arrived, I murdered dozens of you. I didn't want to know that I was a sinful, leaving a trail of bodies and thought. I thought that if I didn't show them my strength, if I didn't force them into submission, that I would never find peace. Power. The great pleasure in it, in slaughtering people.
Coming. Earn the act. Get it to be.
You're still not going to condemn me?
Taking another's life. Not only does it rob them of their time, it inflicts great wounds upon those. However, not regard you as something made you. Tell me about you. No words from your mouth. Tell me.
Up. Weak. Exhausted. Emaciated. Couldn't think clearly, or even remember much of anything.
Sounds familiar.
Hungry. Sore from head to toe. Crowd of people surrounded me. This was a long time. Well, not so long as to be described as long ago. This is as far back as my past goes. I sought help.
I don't know what that means.
People around me, but my words did not get through to them. The only thing that came from my mouth were feral howls. Scowled at me. Then
Stinking gross. I have no interest in any more trouble. Oh, these are people.
Yeah.
Shall we kill it?
Seen anyone like this before?
What is he anyway?
Beats me. Beastia.
Beastia.
Beastia!
Beastia.
Beastia.
I didn't understand what they were saying about me. All I could pick out was the word beastia. The humans brought sticks and fishing poles, which they poked and prodded me. At first, probably meant out. Before long, their actions began to escalate.
Beastia.
Beastia.
Filthy beast.
We ain't got nothing for you.
Dirty, nasty thing.
Stay back.
Hit it. Pound it.
He's feeling it now.
Oh, shit, wrong button.
Beat it. Beat the dang thing.
Kill it!
Beat the thing.
Kill it!
Kill it. Kill it. Kill it.
Die!
Why should I have to die? I was simply asking for help. They didn't have food. A glass of water would have been enough. I asked for nothing of them but some relief from my thirst. The humans would not hear my plea. My words reached no ears. When they brought weapons and started chasing me around, attempting to kill me, all I could do anymore was run. I saw something. A child pointing to a wild dog covered in mud and shouting, "Beastia!" That's when I finally. I was a. That was why the humans to exterminate me. Cattle, nor swine, nor fowl of the air, but a vicious beast, the kind of creature that ravages it. So,
Prove yourself, as you would never have called a beast out of somewhere again.
so close, getting it all. The time I spent with you, I could forget about people calling me a beast, chasing me around and trying to kill me, slaughtering them, painting the walls with their blood. Did about everything. Felt like I actually had become a man.
But you,
He was my kin, a different individual, built differently than me, taller than it. You must be a beast.
regardless, I existed you. Should you be troubled by worry?
Is going to her and become might be an illusion here and become cleaned. Change though. You are covered in blood.
Well,
Hepatitis test or something might not go astray either.
I believe I care.
As I said, you are beautiful shade of red, like blood. A magnificent color.
Oh my god.
You're the first person. Even my mother said. Because people call me a witch, rarely a fool. That's people outside the beast.
Oh, you. Passionate.
Man.
Again, Beastia found himself feeling grateful for the white-haired girl's blindness. For, while he had just managed to put on a smile, tears were also rolling down his cheeks. Joy, bitterness, sorrow, a maelstrom of emotions flowed unbounded from within. But he cried in silence. Theseus shed his tears discreetly so as not to allow the white-haired girl to notice. He looked down upon the floor. A single corpse lay there, and no matter how hard he tried, he could not see it as anything other than a beast. A beast that looked just like him.
The house in Fata Morgana.
He came
Paulina.
from Oh, yeah, duh. Good call. He came from a faraway land across many seas. There was never any guarantee that we would see each other again. But I still believed that no matter how great the ocean that divided us, we were bound by our love. The only thing that needed to stand between us was physical distance. Yeah. I wonder if he's here yet.
Hello, Ninja. Thought you so out
What?
of breath. I don't know.
The fuck? I want now to know what the fuck that was.
I think
Is it N-I-N?
N-I-G-N-T-J-E.
N-I-J. I have no idea.
What does Google tell you?
Looks like it's... there's a Dutch fictional rabbit with a name like that.
Oh.
But otherwise, I've got nothing.
All right, then.
I doubt that that's what they want.
I'm actually glad you couldn't figure it out.
I'm upset. Yeah, and I'm now worried that it's like a slur that we're not familiar with or something. Okay, probably not, I guess. Oh, don't scare me like that. Now, where did you pick up a word like that? I never took you for someone so pretentious.
I'm sorry. This looks so much like a rabbit there. The way you
Oh my god, it's a rabbit!
Yeah.
The character that they're... Okay, it's somehow connected.
Okay.
If he's actually Dutch East India Company, if he's a merchant who is dealing with the spice trade, he might know Dutch.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Interesting. Anyway.
Looks
Sorry.
so much like a rabbit there. The way you're tossing your head back and forth, looking around from it.
Oh, you. That's something you call a child. I don't know. I'm not a little girl anymore.
I am sorry. Don't be so mad, Pauline.
I'm not mad at all. It's been a year and a half. We finally get to see each other again.
Ooh.
Do you have any trouble out at sea? Did you fall ill or get caught in a storm or run into any kind of danger at all?
No, there was not. Everything went fine, but the god was what?
Thank goodness. I was so worried. But you kept your promise. You came back for me.
Yours. Waited for.
Of course I did. I trust you, and I don't mind waiting.
Even so, 18 months must.
It was.
Every day I would picture your face. But over time, I began to absolutely terrify. Is this truly the sun?
I mean, you almost forgot.
Not at all, Pauline. I made that in love for you. Perhaps my adoration had grown so strong that it turned you into a transcendent beauty like.
You must have made some unseemly friends. You were never this much of a sweet talker. I bet you're disappointed, though. Look at me, a homely woman you could find anywhere.
For some reason, I find myself in. Please have mercy. I'm liable to lose. What I'm trying to say is that being here with the real you, putting my hands in yours, listening to you speak, and seeing you be, well, you, Pauline, has got to be like, goddamn. It's so much more wondrous than anything I am. Right now, I am feeling that stronger than ever.
You seem to have found yourself a way with words. I imagine you have plenty of time to practice on other women. Goodness, you fiend.
Fiend.
is not terribly convincing, but fine.
They are not. God.
Hey, now, don't try it.
You're the only one who can put me in such high spirits with a few simple words.
Huh? Did you say something?
Who, me? No, not a thing. Say, since you're finally back, how about we take a walk around town? You taking care of all your work for the time being, right? So you can spare some time for me?
Absolutely. Much time is allowed. As much as time.
There's still no trace of him. It's been a week and I found nothing. Considering my time limit, that needs to change fast. But, excuse me, have you seen this man? This is a drawing of what he looks like.
That's what it'd be so funny if it's just a stick figure.
I'm thinking of the leprechaun
Yeah.
internet video right now. It's an amateur sketch.
Sorry, you ain't never seen him.
Even the smallest piece of information helps. If you heard about anyone who might have seen him.
I said I ain't seen him, so I don't know what to tell you. I'm a busy woman. Would you mind moving aside?
Sorry. Ugh. I was told that my lover lost his life out on work, but I don't believe it. They haven't shown me a body, so their information has to be an error. I have to be the one to find him to prove that he's still alive. I have to follow his tracks. I heard a word that remnants of his ship drifted ashore near this village. So if he survived, he must be somewhere nearby. I'm certain of it, but I haven't been able to find any information of the sort. The villagers aren't being very cooperative. They're all just as reserved as the day I arrived. Rather, I get the feeling they want to stay as far away from trouble as they can. No matter what I ask, I can't get a straight answer from anyone. Everyone's still closed off because of the war, I guess. I don't have time for people to be glum, though.
Ah, my favorite's back.
Ah, it's that boy. He's at the shore again. Always alone.
I'd have mercy. Again, what are you doing?
Always so callous. I came to get sentimental and watch the sunset.
Oh, original. Ooh.
What does it matter if I visit the seashore? The ocean doesn't belong to anyone. If I'm such a bother, then you're free to leave like last time.
You're cheap outside. I know the rest of the village isn't being operative.
Nope.
That's what this place is like now. Closed off. Not kind out. Really.
Yes, I will. I won't give up for any reason. I have to find him, bring him home with me.
Lady, you're.
My name isn't Lady, it's Pauline. Pauline.
Lady,
Pauline.
Pauline. Is this person you're looking for still alive?
He is. He has to be.
That's well, have fun with that. Gosh, you're gonna get any help though.
Ah,
Ollie's the
he
best.
really laughed. Don't lose heart, Pauline. If you lose faith this easily, you'll never find him. He is alive, isn't he? He is alive. I have faith. I believe. Oh, I thought you left.
Here, take it. You're ruining the scenery pacing around.
Is this an orange? They grow pretty large here, huh?
Yeah, the oranges around these parts are pretty good. People used to come out here just to buy them.
And you went to get one just for me?
Just want to get rid of you. Once you finish that, get lost.
Thanks, I appreciate it. You're not so bad after all.
Like I said, this isn't me being nice or anything.
Oh, you little tsundere shit. Oh, there you go again. Yeah, I got you all figured out, little man. You're actually a very sweet boy. And you were really trying to cheer me up, weren't you?
Javi.
What?
Name. Not little man, it's Javi.
All right then, Javier it is. No, he said
No,
Javi. Don't be a
not
shit.
Javier. Just Javi.
I don't see what the big deal is, but okay. Is your name Lady or Pauline? Just fucking do what he's at. It's not that complicated. Say, Javi, I really think we should be friends.
What?
Come on, let's be friends. Don't say you don't need any. I see you. You're a loser. You got none. You can make me friend number one. We'll have lots of fun.
Want to use me in church because you can't get the talk on your own.
Okay, but that could be fun. No, I mean it, really.
I'm in just as much trouble. I'm just as much trouble for them as you. Using me isn't going to get you anywhere.
Trouble? What do you mean by that, Harvey?
Nothing you need to know, lady. Bye, and stay away from the shore.
What? Hold on a second.
What?
Pauline,
What?
my name isn't Lady. It's Pauline.
Are we really doing this again? Listen.
Listen to me, Harvey. I have no intention whatsoever of using you. I enjoy talking to you, and I think it'd be fun if I could do it more. That's why I want to be friends. I can find you here at the beach, right? I'll be back, Harvey. You won't change my mind. I will make you my friend, Harvey.
No, lady, get the... You hear a word I said? I don't need any damn friends. And stay away from the beach.
Nope. You will be my friend.
Ain't happening, lady.
Wait, Harvey. See you again. I'm not kidding. I will come back.
Oh man. I think
Well,
yeah.
I was just gonna say, is this a good pause point?
That's a good pause point.
Oh man, it's weird the gear shifts that keep happening. I'm not sure where to head with them next. I do like the little vignettes though. They're fun little engaging stories. So I don't feel like I know what's going on, but I'm interested in finding out. So it's doing its job, I feel.
Yeah, so I was in this. I told you before we went live on the first episode. I was, I played some visual novels in the past, and I was looking for some more to play. And I saw this one. Like this one got high praises, and I looked at it. And when I first, I judged it by its appearance at first. I looked at art. I was like, it doesn't look like any visual novel I ever played before. And then even when I played it my first time through, it wasn't until I got to the end of the first door, I was like, oh, okay, this thing is doing something here.
Weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
All right.
And then
You got me. Yeah. I'm in.
And the second door solidified it for me. So.
Yeah, I'm curious. I cannot help but wonder what's going on here. So this is pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
And they're fun little stories. So whatever's going to tie them all together,
it reminds me
of feel good too. So
did you ever watch like Penny Dreadful?
Yeah, or like something along those lines. Yeah, like one of the I didn't watch those specifically, but I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
It's
like
the short vignette. Yeah, scary
Yeah.
story vignette shows. They had a number of those. Or the scary story shows are the ones that jump to mind anyway. But
Yeah.
there's a bunch of stuff that followed a similar model. But yeah, it's the same kind of thing. I mean, I guess that's the game, right? The house in Fata Morgana. It's kind of like, okay, well, like it's I don't know, a bunch of memories or time or whatever is going on here. Like, yeah, they just get to tell you stuff about. I don't know. It's
well,
cool. I like it.
One thing I will guarantee to you, I won't give anything else away. Everything is related.
Yeah, no, that seems clear.
Yeah.
I definitely expect that they're all linked.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see where it heads. This should be fun ride to finish out.
Cool. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and call it here tonight. We went longer on Tuesday, so we're gonna hit here now. Plus, I got to work in the morning. But if you want to follow along with us as we continue this journey through the house, Anna, the exact doors are leaking. Tune back in with us. I will be here for Monday night only. So that will come back on Monday. The rest.
We'll find some exciting things to do with our time, I'm sure.
But if you want to get notified when we go live, you can just also a link to Patreon. Throw $1 or $2 our way. You don't have to. But it does help. But anyway, that's going to do it for us tonight. We will see you back here on Monday night. And
Oh boy.
bye-bye.